Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. As usual, Atiku had his court injunction today, court hearing today, and did a lot of prayers. Actually, had a lot of prayers for the court to answer. In a moment, we're going to find out how it fared, and of course, in another news as well, it looks like Fire-Me, APC, and Bola Tinubu he's beginning to show some of the APC chieftain that truly he's in charge, and is not that kind of person that you can turn or push around with. It's getting clearer. Now, before we go into the newspaper, like and subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Let's hit the ground running. Well, according to the news, the proceedings, the five-member panel led by Justice Haruna Samani adjourned the session to continue with pre-hearing matters and hear pending application filed by the respondent. Respondents in the case include the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), President Bola Tinubu, and All Progressive Party (APC). During the adjournment, Justice Samani stated that the court would decide on the number of witnesses allowed for each party, allocate time for their presentation, and determine the duration of the cross-examination. He encouraged the parties to collaborate and reach agreement on further modalities to be adopted. Now, these are the petitions and prayers. The joint petition by Atiku and the PDP marked CA/PEPC/05/2023 seeks, among other things, the withdrawal of the certificate of return issued to the president led by INEC. The petitioners argued that Tinubu's declaration as the winner of the presidential election was invalid due to non-compliance with the provision of the Electoral Act 2022. They further claim that Tinubu's election was marred by corrupt practices, asserting that he was not duly elected by the majority of lawful votes cast. Atiku also requires the court to declare him the winner of the presidential election as he secured the second highest number of lawful votes. The court will resume proceedings on Friday to address the pending issues and determine the next steps in the case. Of course, in another news as well, Tinubu rejects Wike's plea over this. Well, Kayode Fayemi, the immediate past governor of Ekiti State, may not be considered as a minister in Bola Tinubu's led government. Well, according to the news, Tinubu is expected to name his ministers and other top government appointees latest May 30th, 2023. Sources close to the president-elect have said he will be sworn in as president on May 29th to succeed Muhammadu Buhari, who is finishing his second term in office. Report has it that Fayemi had been lobbying for appointment in the cabinet of Tinubu. The former governor, according to multiple sources, is hustling to be the Minister of Foreign Affairs. However, the move was said to have been rejected by Tinubu despite appeals and pressure from some serving governors, including Nyesom Wike of Rivers State and Mohammed Badaru of Jigawa State. He, Fayemi, has asked Governor Wike, Governor Badaru, and others to pressure Tinubu to give him a ministerial slot as Foreign Affairs Minister, but it was rejected by the incoming president. Tinubu snubbed him, saying he is not the only person from Ekiti State, his source said. We also learned that the reason why Fayemi recently begged the EFCC, that's Economic and Financial Crime Commission, to allow him to move his invitation date is that he heard that Tinubu will be announcing his cabinet before May 30th, and that's May 30th, 2023, and he believed his inclusion would help him fend off the anti-graft agency. The reason Fayemi was begging EFCC for more time was because he heard Tinubu would announce his cabinet before 30th of May. It's so close to Tinubu says. Fayemi recently pleaded with EFCC to allow him to present a book in honor of Buhari on May 19 before honoring the agency's invitation for questioning over money laundering allegations. In a letter dated May 12th, the commission asked the ex-Ekiti governor to appear before the head of its zonal command office in Kwara, Nigerian's North Central, to answer questions bordering on money laundering activities. According to the letter issued by its zone commander, Mike Ezekwe, the EFCC requested that Fayemi should appear before it on May 18th. However, the former governor said he would not honor the invitation on that day because he's preparing for a public presentation and launch of 2 new books in honor of President Buhari. He also said he had committed himself to another program or to other programs between May 19 and May 24th before he received the invitation. The relationship between Tinubu and Fayemi dates back, far back to the mid-90s during the struggle for democracy in Nigeria. In 2007, Fayemi was Tinubu's anointed candidate for the governorship election in Ekiti State. However, he lost the election to Governor Segun Oni of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) amid widespread reports of vote rigging. But now the question is, how did they get to this level where Asiwaju himself is not even thinking of even making him who he has been hoping and praying? Well, let's see how it plays out eventually. But yes, that's to tell you that most people who have found themselves one way or the other in the cabinet of Asiwaju have a relationship. Now, to think that this is the same Ekiti State, with due respect, that even before the election began, they have concluded everything was done by, I think, by 25th. I think that's the 25th. The result was submitted. It was one of the first states that submitted their results. Everything, the election concluded. Some persons went online and discovered that the updated edited version was done on the 20th. So on the 20th of February. So a lot of Nigerians believe that maybe the election took place before the election. I wouldn't know, but that's the kitty delivering 100% for Asiwaju. So it's little wonder really that Asiwaju is saying that is he the only person from Ekiti, which means have I not settled you? Kí ló ń ṣe yín gan? Have I not settled you? Ẹ ti jẹ governorship, ẹ ti wá fẹ́ jẹ foreign minister lórí kíni. Allow other Ekiti people to enjoy now, literally. Well, this report actually is coming from Sahara Reporters. I'm talking about that of Ekiti. Fayemi's issue. But it's a normal thing these days. We get to hear things like former governor being called off EFCC. Then there's this immunity clause they enjoy while they're still in governorship. I guess that's what they may not likely see anymore right now. Let me let you watch the video. See the moment where the legal issues began in the courts some few hours ago. The next bit in our conversation also take. Have a nice.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing.